Hey, what's up? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And so I had a friend who was raped, and this had to have happened because I went to college in 2001. So this had to have happened like early 2000s or like late 90s. I never really talked to my friend who got raped. It was one of those things where she told a mutual friend, and that friend basically told me. And from what I understand, once my friend told me what had happened, I was like, oh my God. But I really didn't ask too many questions. But from what I understand, is I think that the person who raped her, basically she went on a date with a guy. They went back to the hotel room. She changed her mind. He didn't know what no meant, and he basically raped her. He forced himself on top of her and inside of her. And she felt some way about it because she had went back to the hotel room. And because she went back to the hotel room, she felt as though she had some blame in it because she went back to the hotel room. Now, when she got to the hotel room, she was like, this is not what I want to do. And when she let him know that that wasn't what she wanted to do, he didn't take too kindly to that. And so, again, he forced himself inside of her. The man that I believe did this was someone who was in the services. Like I don't know if it was in the Army, the Reserves, or the Navy. I don't know what part, but yeah. Our friend never really told anyone. Like she never even told me. I found out through a mutual friend. At the time, I don't think even now. We really don't speak anymore. But I still talk to some of the other people that I went to college with. But I don't even think now she's probably had, if she's the same person who I knew back then I know for a fact she has not told her mother, she has not told her father, she has not told her brothers, she has not told her sisters. So if she's the same person back then that she is now, which more than likely she has changed. Most people change, or you should change from the time, from 2001 to 2018. But I can almost assure everyone that she probably didn't tell anyone. I had a cousin who was raped, and that was very, very, very... The person that raped my cousin was someone who lived across the street, basically. And this was when I was in high school. And I'm from a small town, and so this became a very big... This was a big situation. You're from a small country town. Like my graduating class was only 79 people. My high school was like 300 and something people. So, that became a big, scandal. And no one believed my cousin, of course. I just remember hearing grown people say that my cousin was a liar, and it would hurt my feelings because I just did, even then, as someone in high school and not very mature, I just didn't think that my cousin was lying. Like, I just didn't think that she was lying. And of course, eventually, the guy went to prison. He went to prison. But even then, people still didn't believe my cousin. And then eventually it got out. I mean, not got out. Eventually people started to believe and look at the facts. And even his wife, who did not believe my cousin, of course, she believed her husband, because her husband was the one who raped my cousin. she eventually came around and was like, okay, she's not lying. And, you know, there's so many stories of rape. Not so many stories of rape, but there are some stories of rape that I can tell, not that it happened to me. And, you know, molestation, sexual assault that has happened to people that I know. And the only case where someone went to prison was in the case of my cousin. All the other girls that I know that have been sexually molested, sexually assaulted, they're predators. They pretty much get off scot-free. No one reports anything. It's one of those things where, and we all know in black families, that shit is pretty much swept under the rug. Even if people believe you, it's just one of those things where, okay, just let it go, and we just gonna try to make the best of it. If my college friend who had been raped by this man, if she decided to come today and said, I got raped in 1999 or 2000, what does the time frame have to do with the truth? Now, I understand that by law, in some situations, there's nothing that, you know, can happen as far as the statute of limitations. Like, it's pretty much over and done. But what does it have to do with that still being the truth? So yes, of course, when these men get into these high-powered positions, and especially when we have someone like that white man who's going to be on the Supreme Court, yes, some women may look at this like, what the fuck? This nigga raped me in 1998, 1997, 2001, and now this motherfucker got the nerve to really think that he's going to be a Supreme Court, be on the Supreme Court? So when these women come forward and they say, this happened to me so-and-so, why did you wait until now? Does it really fucking matter? Because y'all weren't going to believe me anyways. Because when my cousin came forward a couple of days after it happened, motherfuckers still called my cousin a goddamn liar. The majority of people did. So what's the time frame for you that's acceptable? I want to know, what is an acceptable time frame for you to believe someone who got raped? Because if somebody crawled on top of your, if for the niggas out there, if some big 6'6" nigga crawled on top of your back and forced you inside of your goddamn asshole, how many motherfuckers you gonna go around and let know that a nigga bent you over and fucked your brains out? So why do y'all think it's so easy for a woman to say, so-and-so raped me? Because the chances of y'all believing them are like slim to none. Bitch, you lying. Especially if it's somebody who's filthy rich, who has a lot of... You lying, you just want money, you just want to be famous. It's going to be one of those. The majority of the time when these men start to seek this power, that's when all your men or women, that's when your business come out. When you want to run for the president, Donald Trump could have been living his best life right now if he didn't get so fucking greedy and decide that he wants to run for the highest position in the land. Donald Trump could have still been fucking random bitches, still could have been cheating on Melania. Nobody wouldn't have gave a damn. But because he got greedy, that's when all his business came out. Now, is it right that he was rewarded for basically saying on tape that he grabs women by the pussy? He was rewarded with the highest office in the land? No, it's not right. But do you think that Access Hollywood tape would have came out if Donald Trump would have never run for president? No, it wouldn't have. That tape been on lock since forever. Do you think that when someone is about to be hired to be the president of an electricity company and make $10 million a year or $5 million a year, that they're not going to do an extensive background check to make sure that everything check out? Because we don't need no motherfucking skeletons. We don't need no scandals with this goddamn electricity company. So yes, when people, even if it's Bill Cosby, who y'all say was about to buy NBC, which I don't even think Bill Cosby making enough money to buy a fucking NBC, but anyway, child. Yes, that's what happens. Your shit starts to come out. Shit that you thought that you had probably swept underneath the rug and was gone. Baby, that dust starts to come from underneath that rug. And people start to see, what's that coming from? What's that coming from underneath that rug? So I'm tired of this. Like, I don't understand why black people are mad. 1 minute is, oh, you mad because the white man do the same thing to black men. Let me just say something. Do white people get away with murder? Yes, they do. Literally. And we know that. But does that mean that black people should not be held accountable? Absolutely, motherfucker not. If a motherfucker crawled on top of your daughter, your niece, your wife, your grandmother, your best friend, your son, your nephew, and force themselves inside of their asshole or their pussy, would you give him a slap on the wrist because he's black and the white man that did it to the other people got off? Or would you still want that motherfucker to go to jail too? I'm sick and tired of y'all trying to use this stupid ass excuse on, oh, what do white people do it? I don't give a fuck if white people do it or not. That don't mean you get to do it too. That don't mean you get to go around here stealing people's pussy and raping little boys and raping little girls and think ain't shit gonna happen to you. Let a motherfucker crawl on top of your daughter and see what the fuck you got to say then. I'm gonna start taking screenshots of a lot of y'all motherfuckers' comments on the Shade Room, and Baller Alert, and Hollywood Unlocked. So unfortunately, if something does happen to your daughter, or your niece, or your nephew, I'm gonna inbox your ass and be like, this is what you put when those girls said that Bill Cosby raped them, remember? You called them a lying ass bitch, and all they wanted to do was get money and fame. So keep that same energy when it's your goddamn kinfolk. Motherfuckers get on stage bragging about putting drugs in people's drinks and y'all think that shit is cute. I don't give a fuck about no Bill Cosby. I don't give a fuck if it was Bill Cosby, Beyonce, Jay-Z, my uncle, whoever it is. Bitch, if you out here stealing pussy, your ass is going to jail. I don't give a fuck who you are. Dr. Huxtable is not real. It's a fictional character. Y'all do know that, right? Somebody literally wrote on the internet, they're sending Dr. Huxtable to jail. No, they're not. They're sending Bill Cosby, baby. What are you talking about? I don't get it. Then y'all wonder why women don't come forward, because at the end of the day, y'all not going to believe what a bitch got to say anyways. What is an acceptable time frame for somebody to say, that nigga crawled on top of me and forced himself inside of me, that you will believe them? Baby, I pray to God that this shit don't happen to your daughters or your nieces or your nephews or your grandmothers or your mothers or whomever it is in your life that you love. Because when that shit happen, shit gonna get real, real. I don't give a fuck about no Bill Cosby. I don't give a fuck what he's done for society. I don't give a fuck. That's all fine and dandy. But when you rape people and you steal shit that don't belong to you, you take your ass to jail. I don't give a good goddamn if that motherfucker was 91. I don't give a fuck if he was 3 days from dying. Those last 3 days, you're going to be in prison. That's what happens when you break the law. When you take stuff that don't belong to you, when you steal stuff that don't belong to you, you go to jail. When you crawl on top of women and rape them, when you rape little boys, when you rape little girls, R. Kelly, all of the above, you take your ass to jail. It's that fucking simple. Everybody should be in jail. But is everybody gonna go? Probably not. Is it fucked up? Yes. But just because white people don't go to jail don't mean the niggas ain't got to go either. We gonna hold, motherfuckers gonna start being held accountable for the fucked up shit that they do. I don't give a fuck if you the blackest of the black. I don't give a good goddamn if you was out there putting Black Panther parades and rallies together. If I hear you touching on boys, if I hear you touching on little girls, if I hear you out here stealing pussy, you going to jail. You need to be in jail. I'm about to go. Because y'all pissing me off. Not y'all. But some of y'all gonna piss me off in this comment section, I already know. That's okay. We just got to agree to disagree on some stuff. And this might be one of them. I'm about to go. I'm drunk as fuck. It's like, what, probably 9 o'clock, I think. I gotta wake up at 4 for work. So I'm about to go wash my ass. And probably watch Pornhub. I don't know. And then curl my ass to sleep. I get it. I get it. I get it that white... And let me just say this. Y'all need to stop trying to put this narrative out there like like a white bitch just came forward last week and he just went to jail today. This shit has been going on for decades, honestly. It just got real, I think, back in 2014-15, from what I read. So please stop trying to act like Bill Cosby just was accused of rape last month and he in prison now. Girl, what? This shit has been going on for years. Decades, honestly. Some of y'all need to go find y'all daddies, cause y'all daddy is not Dr. Huxtable, baby. Y'all daddy is not. Dr. Huxtable will never be your daddy. He won't be. Call your daddy. Call your daddy, cause Cliff Huxtable is not your daddy. Bill Cosby is not your daddy. He's America's father. No, he's not. Bill Cosby has how many kids? Those are his kids. He is not America's father. Ooh, some of y'all be caught up too much into these TV shows, honey. It's fantasy. It's fiction, baby. Calm down. If you steal pussy, you go to jail. Point blank fucking period. There's nothing else to say about it. Now, truthfully speaking, is there a possibility that one or two of those women are lying? Yes. But how many women came forward and said Bill Cosby raped them and drugged them? How many? How many, y'all? I thought it was like over 100 something. If y'all honest, you know what Amber Rose put online the other day? It's so funny how if 50 niggas come forward and say they fucked one bitch, everybody gonna believe the 50 niggas over the bitch. But if 50 bitches come forward and say that one nigga raped them, ain't nobody gonna believe the 50 bitches. Y'all hoes is fucked up in the head. Y'all give these niggas so many motherfucking passes. That's why half these niggas who y'all praise and worship, they disrespect y'all black asses. Nipsey Hussle on up. Go dig up them tweets from this Nipsey Hussle, calling y'all black bitches and all types of shit. Basically saying y'all ain't shit, but them the same niggas who y'all run out are gonna buy their fucking albums and support them. Girl. Let me go. Let me go, because I can keep talking for an hour and 35 minutes. Bye, y'all.